Hey everybody, and welcome to the Pit Stop with Team Truck Stop Love. My name's Mikey Zero. Below me is my girlfriend Rochelle, and our special guest this week, LP Bunny, Laura
Hey.
Pierson.
LP Funny.
One half of Team SoCal from our season of the race, and one half of the winners of season 26. How you doing, Laura?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm doing
Okay.
good. It's getting cold here in Michigan.
Oh my gosh, I miss you both so much. You have to come to LA because it's 80 degrees here.
Shut up.
It was 80 degrees. I wore a tank top at work.
It was snowing today, we're supposed to get a huge storm tonight or tomorrow. So
Okay,
Yeah.
well, come. I have a house you can stay in, and we'll just
bye
send.
in.
The whole winter. I'm going to hibernate at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you
Hibernate
like
now.
kids.
All right. So, what's been going on in your life? What have you been doing since the Amazing Race? We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You forget that it's only 21 days, but it completely shapes your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it's been amazing since winning, but it's also, I feel like life has just gone back to my normal routine. I still go to work every day. I still get yelled at work when I mess things up. I'm still dating. And, it's like nothing has really changed except my bank account and, more followers on Instagram. you know?
Yeah, no, for real. We hear you on that. We hear you haven't spent any of the money.
I have
That
not spent
position
any.
now first.
I haven't spent any of the money. I've been really good. When we came back in December, I literally took 3 days off work, went back. Like no one thought I won because they're like, why did this girl come back to work so quickly? I didn't take any time off. The only thing I really did is I took my mom to Hawaii. My mom's
That's
like my
awesome.
best friend ever, and we had the most amazing time. And I wanted to do something nice for her for everything that she's done for me. And I also got myself a baby Chanel purse.
You have to spoil yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess we can get started from the get go. Way back when because we're ancient now. How did you get cast for the Amazing Race? Did you audition? How was the
I
process?
crazy. Well, I like to think of it as a crazy story. So I tried out for the Amazing Race 4 years ago with my best friend. I was scouted out in Santa Monica. A bar woman asked me if I wanted to be on Survivor. I said no, but she gave me her card. On the back it said the Amazing Race, and I was like, oh, I really want to be on the Amazing Race. I tried out with a girlfriend, didn't get on. So she actually hooked us up with the casting director. Went and met with her, and they picked professional athletes over us. So then, cut to 4 years later, I'm out in Santa Monica again, and I see the head honcho of casting directors in a restaurant there. And she walks in, I'm trying to look cute. She comes over and asks me if I want to be on The Amazing Race. And
Are you
I said,
talking
yes.
about Lynn? Lynn?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Lynn, I see her and I was like, oh, like, I was acting the way that if you saw a hot guy at the bar and you want them to come over and say hi, like I was doing that, like sipping my drink, giggling. And she came over and she asked if I was single, and I said yes, and if I wanted to be on The Amazing Race. And I reminded her that we had met before. I went through the casting for Survivor. And she was like, okay, I don't know why I didn't pick you. You have to come in and meet with us because we're doing an all singles edition.
She told you
So
right there.
she told me right there that it was either going to be everyone was going to be single or there was going to be a twist where one team was going to be single. So I knew that there was going to be this twist where I was not going to do the race with anyone that I knew. There was going to be someone new that was going to potentially be a love interest, which was frightening to me. I mean, it's so outside my comfort zone. I work in television, and I had a feeling that there was going to be another twist. Like maybe once I get on the show, if he and I like each other, they'll tear us apart, or maybe he'll hate me. There were just so many different things that were going through my mind, which scared me from doing it. And I almost said no and turned it down. But then I was like, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, you may as well. Well, I mean, look how it turned out. It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I totally was expecting my partner and I to probably not get along
Mhm.
just because it's easier for that to happen than for there to be true love. It was just two people. I mean, our first blind date was what, 48 hours? This
Yeah.
was on a first date. That's 48 hours. I mean, I couldn't leave the guy if I tried.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it turned out really well.
It sure
So,
did.
do you and Tyler still talk to each other? Are you guys is he still friends or?
We do. We're really good friends. We talk quite often. He's actually in Chile right now, hiking Patagonia and living life. I'm actually jealous of his life because he's doing everything right and I'm doing everything wrong. He's going, he's traveling. He's like, I mean, every time I turn around, he's like, "Oh, I'm on a flight to here or I'm on a flight there." But it's cute. Like when he was getting on his flight, he sent me a photo in the airport. He was at LAX, and that's where we first started the race. So
Yeah.
see him there. He had his backpack on, and it kind of like, it like touches your heart. It's so cool that we all did not know each other, and now you come out with 21 new, very close friends.
Yeah, I mean, being around 21 days, 21 new friends, and you're always together. I mean, it's always consistently like at the pit stops and stuff like that. It's crazy how close you get, and without any other human contact.
I
It's
feel
wild.
like our season was closer than a lot of seasons because half of the cast was pretty much on their own. I mean, they had their partners, but they didn't have like that teammate they could depend on. You know what I mean? Like that they knew coming in. So everyone branched out and actually got to know each other. I feel
it was a really weird thing to think about because if I started to feel insecure within like the way I was racing or, Tyler's in my relationship or whatever it was, who am I going to turn to? There's no one because the other teams could completely manipulate me because we're all racing for $1 million regardless.
Yeah.
So it was a very interesting social experiment that they put us all through this season.
yeah.
But I was thinking about how a year ago we were in Africa celebrating Thanksgiving pretty much at this time.
Yeah, that was like I will
That-
never forget that day. Like I think till the day I die is Thanksgiving in Africa with everybody.
Yeah, it was
Like-
awesome.
It
Open
was
bar.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember that like we weren't allowed to drink, but then we all went and basically took booze and just had so much fun in the middle of Africa, in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that was an awesome experience.
Yeah, that's definitely something. Probably one of the coolest things on the entire race that the cameras didn't really pick up. They filmed the next night when we ate, didn't they? Like the meat buffet.
Yeah,
But
I
they
was
didn't get Thanksgiving.
starving. It was literally-
I felt so bad because I was a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for 2 years, and I actually started eating meat before I left for the race because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to survive. Like, I don't know what you ate.
I ate literally Mike's desserts on the airplanes and like what were those granola bars we got? We like
The
would
big
stop-
cornies.
The big corny.
Cornies, or whatever they're called. Jelani sent me a huge box of them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He
But,
loved
like,
them.
the first person, like, I didn't even like them. I haven't even opened the box, and he sent them to me a month ago.
What?
And so I'm just like, when he comes into town, so I'm like, you eat them when you're starving, but I wouldn't just like,
Vegetarian at the Amazing Race.
exactly, or you're vegetarian on the Amazing Race, but it's not like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm gonna have a big corny. It's like,
Thanks, Jelani.
yeah, thanks, J-Law.
No, he loved those things though. Every pit stop we'd meet up with him, he'd talk about the big corny selection. Like, oh, it's my favorite kind of big cornies, the chocolate ones.
The chocolate covered one.
Yeah, none of them could be my favorite because they're just gross. They're like sugary granola bars. It doesn't even taste like anything like worthy. But anyways,
So have you been keeping up with anyone from our season?
I keep up with a lot of people. Jenny Wu and I were really close. We share the same birthday, so right now we are planning our birthday celebration for December 3rd. Not sure what to do yet, but we're thinking bowling because we're so competitive. And Jelani's coming into town, and Jackie's coming into town, and Tyler will be there, and then other racers that are here in LA from other seasons are coming. So I'm very close with Jenny. Jelani I'm really close with. Tyler. I'm not sure if you can hear that noise. My roommate and I rescue dogs, and we're fostering this old man dog, and it's so sad. So he keeps coughing. So excuse me if you hear that.
Oh, no worries.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like we're all pretty tight. I was actually in Florida in August, and I roomed with the Olympians, and I love them so much.
See, yeah, that's who we were actually when we had the Thanksgiving dinners. We sat with the Olympians, and they were really cool and like down to earth. And we had seen them through our entire casting process, and I was like, these guys are intense. Like, but to talk to them, they're super cool, down to earth, and I don't know, they're just awesome.
Do you guys remember we got stuck in the elevator during casting?
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to talk to each other, and I remember we got stuck in the elevator, and I was like, I have to say something to these people. And then we had to get out and ran down all the stairs. That was funny.
Just sit there.
I was so confused, like, what you were even doing there, though, because we had no idea about the singles, and we were pretty much like kept in the dark the entire time when all of that was going on.
Yeah, we had no one.
Like, who are all these like hot girls and like gay guys?
We were joking. Jenny, Haley, Jackie, and I are on a group text, so we all were texting a couple days ago, and it was funny. We all said what we thought of each other as our first impressions, and it was like, Jackie, you could just tell that she demanded presents, but she was giving everyone bitch face. And Haley was so sweet. She was smiling at everybody. And I was just kind of feeling everybody out, but we had to basically put on a show in front of each other during casting so that you would start to intimidate each other.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, casting was rough. Go in there and make fun of the team in front of you.
You're like, maybe
I know.
Did they designate gym times for you guys where you guys had to go to the gym and then report back of how you felt about the other teams at the gym?
I remember seeing Steve in the gym and he was shirtless. So I look over and I was like, oh my God, who is this beautiful man with this body? And then I catch eye contact with Allie, and she straight looks at me and shoots daggers at me, don't look at my man. So during castings, this was a story I would keep telling them because they thought it was so funny, because they actually told Steve to work out with his shirt off so that he would get these reactions from us single girls.
Wow.
Way.
Yeah, but then once you meet,
yeah.
They are the most perfect, loving couple. I adore them so much. And also, obviously, Matt and Ashley. I'm super close with them.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for that wedding. It's coming up close.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so... I've been waiting for that wedding since Peru. Since they were eliminated, which was probably the worst day on the race because I was so sad. But that day, we knew that we had to win for them because we became so close with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. What was the Japanese dance? They want to do that at their wedding. That's what.
Oh yeah.
They said we have to do that at their wedding. So be prepared. Practice.
We have to. Oh yeah, I'll practice. I'll be on point.
I'm excited for that one.
So how are you feeling about this new season?
I like it. It's just. It's you compare certain things to our season. I don't feel that everyone is as tight as our season was just watching it, but maybe that didn't come across our season either. But I love the cheerleaders. I think that they're great. They're adorable. They're entertaining. And I've become friendly with them. And I think that they are girls that support other girls, which is really important. So I'm totally team cheerleader. I was at the start of the race here in Venice, Venice, California. And I saw the green team and I was like, that team's going to win. Because everybody else ran through the crowd to get to the taxis after Phil said go. And they were the only team that knew to run around the crowd. So they just were smart. I could tell off the bat they were a good team. But it's also a little bit boring to see one team dominate the race so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our season, the most anybody won was 3 legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they've won 6.
That's crazy.
And I think that they're obviously going to win at least one more. I mean, 7 or 8, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane for. It's blowing me away just to see how, because they have these catch-up legs where everybody's bunched up in an airport, and then okay, it's like an equalizer, but they're getting out of those equalizers and remaining in first place, and ultimately coming
I didn't
coming
even
at them at
watch
first place.
tonight, but like every single episode, and it happened tonight again, is even if they get behind for some reason, they come.
Oh no, I watched tonight.
Oh, you did?
I
Oh.
wanted to be prepared for you. Come on.
Oh, mine didn't even watch tonight.
Yeah, I didn't. I told Laura I didn't watch.
I know. Someone was taking little naps. I get it. No, but they make it look too easy, and I think that's what the problem is almost. And I see that people on message boards say it's rigged. It's rigged. Being on the race, there is no possible way that's rigged.
No.
I wish it was rigged at some.
I do too. Honestly, if it was rigged, you guys would have won. You know what I mean? Like, fans loved you. You guys have a great story. You're loving. You know what I mean? There's no way that the race could be rigged.
It's
No.
not. No.
So, but I just think that I wish that another team would come in and get first. I'm hoping that the reporters, even though I'm mad at them because I cannot believe that they U-turned my boys.
You like
That
the
is
boys?
crazy.
They are cute. Have you met them yet, or no?
What?
Have you met Team Texas yet, or no?
Oh, at the start line? Because, I mean, you guys know, like, I love cute boys, and I can't help
I
it.
know.
So at start line, I was like, oh, hi. And they were like, oh, because I was there with Jenny, and Jenny likes Tanner, and I like Josh, the tall one. So I was like, oh, hi, Josh. And any guy from Texas is like, I have hard eyes for them. So, I wanted them to still be in, at least be Final Four. I'm so bummed.
Yeah.
I know.
I
I thought they were strong. They remind me of like the way that like the outcome played off. They kind of remind me of the Olympians in our season, like a really strong team,
Sure.
and then just like, it just didn't pan out.
I mean, it makes sense why they U-turn them. I mean, because we both are teams that U-turn to other people who got eliminated,
Yeah.
you know? And so you realize that, like, we were so sad after we U-turned the Olympians. I mean, for days, Tyler and I were bummed out because they were a team that we really liked. We became friends with them, and you don't ever want to see anyone go home, especially when it's your basically fault that they went home. But I heard that even timing-wise, regardless if they were U-turned or not, our season, the Olympians, they would have been eliminated.
Oh, yeah.
But I think with Tanner and Josh, I think that they might have been able to make a comeback if they weren't eliminated.
Over Team Alabama for sure.
But
Yeah,
I love them. Team Alabama, oh my
I
God.
love them too.
Oh my God, I love them.
Who? Okay, put you on the spot. If you had to pick a least favorite team this season, can you do that?
Oh God.
Who do you want to see not win?
I'm kind of over the paparazzi.
Logan and Chris. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
feel they are not. I don't like the way she talks to him. I don't like the way that they argue. I don't like the way that they talk about other teams. It's
Negative
not.
energy.
Yeah, it's so negative. Like, we see Blair and Haley argue, but like it's kind of entertaining because she's a really sweet girl. They just were not a match. You know what I mean? But it was kind of funny towards the end once you got over, oh my God, this is a little awkward. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
And the paparazzi, it's not entertaining. It's almost like, ooh, can you, like, how are you, I don't know. So I would say them.
Yeah. They're pretty. I mean, yeah. I thought they were going to be this season's Blair and Haley, but like you said, it's not an entertaining argument.
I thought that they were going to be way different than they are. I mean, to be a paparazzi, that's a crazy job. I don't know. I was expecting to like them more than I do. And it's not that I don't like them, but out of everybody, they're my least favorite. But wait, now I have to ask you guys that same question. I'm just curious, who's your least favorite?
Same, actually.
I
agree with you on that one. They're not fun to watch, so they just make me like sad.
Yeah. But before them, it's probably TMZ. They were just kind of.
I hate it.
So living in LA and working in TV, it's such a small bubble. So I know so many people that know them. And they don't, I mean, the way that they portray themselves on the race, I think, is the way that they are. I don't think that they're the nicest people.
No.
But yeah, they didn't really seem like it.
I didn't.
And I know you can get a bad edit, but I mean, they just seemed.
They said horrible things about James Earl, and I just love him.
I know, he's adorable. And not to mention, like, they didn't even, like, go to any of the final interviews or anything.
Yeah, I invited them to a viewing party here in LA. I got their emails through a mutual friend, and they, like, waited, like, 2 weeks to respond back. And then they both were just like, oh, no, we're busy. I was like, okay.
Well, thanks.
Well, welcome to the family. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The Race family is so, it's not just actually the Race, I would say the CBS family. It's Big Brother, Survivor, and the Race. You meet one other person and you're instant friends.
Yeah.
You know, so it's interesting when you don't feel that same kind of love back from different people. So,
yeah.
I mean, it happens. You get a couple bad apples in the bunch. Who, now that Team Texas is out, who do you want to see win the Amazing Race? Season 27.
So I like the reporters, but I also think they kind of remind me of Tyler and I, but they're also like a little boring. And I mean, I heard that we kind of got that same edit.
I don't think so. You had some. No, definitely.
You mean Tyler, like, staring at his muscles?
You guys are very entertaining.
Okay, thank
you. Not be.
I love the cheerleaders, and I would love for them to win. However, I just don't think that they do. And I kind of don't think that the green team wins either. I think that there's going to be some crazy twist. Watching the edit and the things that they're saying, I think that they're all going to be in the final 3. I definitely don't think James Earl is going to win, unfortunately, even though I love him. I think that would be so great. Mm-hmm. So if I had to put my money on anyone, I would say the reporters win.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you, God, what was it? The first episode, the green team, they played, that's Rochelle's dog. The green team, Justin said something when he was crying in the cab where he's like, I can't make another big mistake. And I feel like that was foreshadowing. Like, that could come into play towards the end. You know, I don't know if that was foreshadowing all their wins they've been getting now, or if that's like, something's going to screw you up in the end.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I was just thinking, like, tonight, even watching everyone be like, they can't win, they can't win, they can't win. I almost don't think they're gonna win, but with the race, you never know.
No, anyone could have won. We were in 6th place in the finale, you know, for a while. Then we got a bad CAD ride. You know, you never know what's gonna happen.
There were so many different lakes. Like, that's why it's so interesting how they're like, oh, whoever the underdog is of the season. There's never an underdog because everyone at some point of the race is the underdog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there were so many times that, like, Tyler and I were in the back of the pack, but we started in the front. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. You can get a bad driver, you can get lost. I mean, there's just, it's so unpredictable.
I feel like the green team's a really strong team, but I also feel like they've had just, like, it pretty easy. They haven't, I mean, tonight they got lost for, like, hot minute, but, like, the whole entire race, they've just kind of breezed by.
But he's a super fan. I don't know if you guys have talked to them, but he told me he's watched every season three times.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But at the same time, like, watching the season 3 times and hopping into a bad cab, I mean, there's some things you can't control no matter what. Like, no matter how fit you are, how smart you are, how much you've watched the race, there's just elements that are going, you know, get in your way. But I don't feel like they've had a lot of those elements come their way, and I feel like there's going to be a time before the end of the race that we...
It's going to.
Yeah.
I I just was thinking about Germany.
Oh.
No one knew how to drive stick shift. I drove our car over the sidewalk. We lost contact. I broke a car. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I pulled something in my foot. That was honestly the leg of the race that killed everybody.
Yeah, that was a rough day.
How does it piss you off as bad as it pisses me off that they're not driving at all this season?
There's no way that they could let them drive. So you know that. So they let us drive in Africa off camera. I forgot where we were going. I think it was as we were going to. Where did we go after Africa? Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're picking up our tickets, and Tyler was backing up, and he crashed the car into a palm tree. You know what I mean? It's like there was no way that they should let any of us drive, nor should they ever let anyone drive again on that show. It's a death wish.
Yeah.
Involved.
Well, and then the big race in Africa. Who was it? You guys, Matt and Ashley, and Jenny and Jelani. Like, jeez.
It was crazy. So Matt and Ashley were leading the pack, and then Jelani went around him, and then we were like, they need to be penalized. Like, we all were going crazy against each other. And then we broke out of the pack because everyone else got lost. And that's when Tyler and I thought we were going to win our first leg.
Uh-huh.
And to that huge rock that we had to climb, and I had hurt my ankle, so I couldn't climb up the one way, but I thought that we had a huge lead. So then we had to go around the back, and Matt and Ashley and still, to this day, we'll bring that up. I don't bring up that you lost our passports and that you screwed up numerous times as well, but he can't let that go.
Yeah. So did you watch the live, preview of this season's race?
No, I actually haven't.
I gotta go feed the dog. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's loud.
I feel bad. I feel like I should have watched it, but I didn't. I also feel like, listen, it's great. It's all social media people. I think it's a really smart idea to kind of grab a whole new demographic. But from a racer's standpoint, I felt really bad for this season because the attention went away from them so quickly. And this is their time to enjoy it and soak up this amazing experience.
It literally only lasts for a few months and then it's just over.
It goes like that. It goes by so quickly. And so if they did that during our season, I would have been really bummed.
Yeah, I agree with you, for sure.
You know? So, I totally felt bad for them, but I think that they're making a really smart move. I
do too.
I think that these people are going to be entertaining. I think that's going to bring a whole new demo, and I think doing the live start was brilliant. But, they have the best producers working on the show. I'm not surprised. But I think I actually can't wait.
I can't wait either, and I think it's just, like you said, it was really smart of them to try to bring in a younger demographic, and these people already have so many followers that, even if I haven't checked. I don't honestly know any of these people. Do you know any of these people are?
I actually had some of them as guests on Home and Family, the show that I work
on.
Oh,
really?
And so, I know who some of them are, but what I like about what they did here is, I forgot what the one girl's name is. She does, beauty products and stuff. She's super cute, brunette. Is that she's paired up with her dad.
Yeah.
That's what I like, is that it's not just her and her other best friend that's on YouTube. It's her and her dad, and then there's another guy who's on YouTube or something, and it's he and his new wife or his fiance. So it's cool that it's bringing in another element to them that people don't normally see.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I do think if you can rewatch that, but starting, it was really actually cool because they all started. And you could see our old crew, the camera crew and everybody filming them, and it was super chaotic. And there was a bunch of people upset that it wasn't it started late and that it wasn't filmed very well. But that's the race,
But that should be cool. How organic is that?
It was organic, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's super it's not only the racers that you become so close with, but what you were saying about the crew is awesome. Like to become so close with those people too, and the producers, it's this little family that you just, you know, you get to be a part of. It's so fun.
And like you said, like 21 days, and that's the most like life-changing 21 days you could ever imagine, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like as you meet new people, you start to like, I don't know, it's coming in as a single and not knowing anyone on the race, you realize that like you can put yourself in any situation. Like I put myself on television with a person that I did not know and was supposed to be paired up with him to fall in love and race around the world. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how crazy is that? You can't make that up. So after doing that, I feel like, okay, I can not be scared of different situations because that was so scary as it is.
No, so we were talking to like a lot of the other blind daters on our podcast, and like with you and Tyler, was Tyler like what you asked for in it, like a match? Because I feel like some of those matches they like gave the complete opposite.
No, actually, Tyler is like, he's very attractive. He's tall, dark, and handsome. He's such a sweet, genuine person. He comes from a great family. Like, he had so many of my must, like, on my checklist.
They tried to match you up.
Pardon?
They tried to match you up.
Yeah, I think that they also thought that I was going to be the bitch. Like, they told me that. And they thought that he was going to be the asshole. So I think that they didn't expect us to get along as well as we did. Mm-hmm. But I think that the reason why there wasn't any love that came about is that I have such an appreciation for the race. As I said, I've been wanting to do it for years. It wasn't like I went on the race to find love. I went on the race for an adventure of a lifetime. Mm-hmm. And if love came with it, that would be fantastic. However, it was on the back burner to me, enjoying, you know, it's like I almost feel like I did. I fell in love with everybody. We all became so close, but it's a really weird and awkward thing to like fall in love with someone on television.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't think no, yeah.
Especially like racing around the world. Like our first date, we went through a Tough Mudder, and then I jumped in a whole thing of ice water. You know what I mean? And then I had to take a shower in my clothes, and I had rocks in my hair for days. Like, you know, you want to look cute and be put together, and that was just the complete opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been crying on our first date, and like if it comes down to it, hey,
Laura C, say hi.
Hi. I'm trying to sneak in without being seen, and it's not.
No, girl, you're taking up half the screen right here. That's Larissa, my best friend.
I'm about to take this guys.
Oh, it's both of you now.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Are you guys having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, always.
Good. You guys have to come visit.
I know they said that they're going to have a snowstorm.
Yeah.
I was like, it's 80 out here in LA. I don't know why you don't come out here.
Yeah, come visit anytime.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the next flight.
We have a really crazy cat that bites, and yeah, that's the only issue. But you're more welcome to stay here.
Don't worry.
Yeah, my cat's pretty brutal. So, by the way, Rochelle's dog is pretty spoiled. He used to eat and go outside. So, sorry.
Oh, look at that.
I thought he just wanted some podcast time.
He just wants some love.
Just a little bit of love and food.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for Laura, Mike?
What did I miss?
A lot.
We talked about Tyler and how awkward it is to go on the race without knowing someone, and how it's like you want to be cute when you meet someone, but then they put you through a Tough Mudder. It's like, how can you find love in that environment?
I guess I would ask, would you do any reality show? Like, if they asked you to do Survivor, like Big Brother, like Jeff and Jackie did, would you do anything ever again? Or
100%. I mean, my first thing is I want them to do a Champions edition of the race. I can't believe
That would
they've
be
never
crazy.
done it.
Yeah.
And I think it would be so nuts to see all these competitive people come together against each other, especially because so many of the winners, you become friends with one another.
Uh-huh.
So, like, you know, Amy, I've become friends with her, and the Beekman boys and Brennan from season 1. It's like all the winners kind of come together. So I think it would be interesting to see us all just kind of go at each other.
That would be a
That
cool
would be
concept.
Yeah, I would like to watch that. It
I would-
might be hard to get 12 winners that are still together or still like.
Well, which is a good thing, because that means that Tyler and I would be on, because
No matter
then, like,
what. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, they have to find 12 people that don't hate each other's guts, and like, we don't hate each other, so put us
That
on.
would be fun to watch. Yeah,
Um,
I'd watch. No matter what.
or I would definitely do Survivor. I've become friends with Mike, who won the last season of Survivor, and just like hearing his stories, like we were texting, I was watching his season, I was like, so where did you brush your teeth? And he's like, no, you don't brush your teeth. That's why I'm always chewing on twigs. You know, like, you don't realize that they're actually surviving out there.
Yeah.
You know, we ate. Yes, we were exhausted and hungry and our feet hurt, but we got to eat, which is an amazing thing.
And
Yeah.
we still had our hair straighteners.
I didn't bring a blow dryer.
I
Tyler,
didn't either, but
I think you had the lightest bag out of everyone, because I had like 4 shirts, a ton of underwear, a ton of socks, and like 2 pairs of pants.
well, if we were ever to do it again, my bag would be packed completely different. But when you're like, you kind of go in it blind, and we threw away half our stuff throughout the race. But yeah, like my bag was about 10 pounds lighter by the time we were done with it. But if I was to do it again, it would be like all like dry weight clothing, like no cotton, like very. I wouldn't, care. But I packed.
It's crazy that they don't give you any sort of like guidelines or a checklist. I remember calling casting and being like, hey, so how many pairs of shoes should I bring? Should I bring a pair for the snow? And they're like, you gotta figure that out on your own. I was like, okay, well, how big should my bag be? And they're like, no, Laura, you gotta figure that out.
Yeah, they don't tell you anything.
No. I was talking to Brennan, who won season 1, and he said that he had a tent. Like, he brought a tent with him.
What?
Yeah, because you realize
don't know,
someone
yeah.
had no idea what they were getting themselves into, and like
That's true.
now, could you imagine bringing a tent? No, like no better, but still, I mean, after doing it, you know what to bring. But before, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was lucky we didn't go into any snow-ridden countries, because I only brought a hoodie. I was like,
Yeah, he didn't even bring a jacket.
no jacket, nothing.
What?
Yeah.
So
Gosh.
I just got lucky, I guess.
But your bag is one of the bigger bags we had on the race. You had, I don't know.
I had a lot.
Matt and Ashley had huge bags. I
Yeah.
remember picking up their bag, and it was like 60 pounds.
Yeah. And Matt was giving things away. Like in the first
Yeah.
leg, he's like, Mike, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? Sure.
So you had it like, you really quickly realized how much you're running with your bag. And like we were riding bikes in Amsterdam with our bags on our back. Like it makes a huge difference having a light bag. For sure.
Next time I go, I'm not gonna bring a bag. I'm just gonna wear
One pair of
everything
clothes.
on me, and then like my jacket all tied around my waist. And I mean, what else do I need? I don't really need that much. I'll just bring a fanny pack.
That's all you need.
Actually,
Right.
smart.
21 days, who cares?
So, would you do Big Brother?
I would
Would
do
you?
Big Brother. So when Jeff and Jackie went on it, like a lot of people reached out because they wanted, certain people wanted everybody that was a single to go. They wanted Blair and Haley, or they wanted Jeff and Jackie, or Tyler and myself. But Tyler from the get-go was like, no, there's no way I would do it. And I was like,
No.
I feel like it would be fun. After watching it, I think Jackie killed it. She did a great job. I am so proud of her. And you see what a mind game it is. Like, for us, none of us voted each other out. We didn't have to worry about that. It was basically our own responsibility, other than being U-turned, if we were eliminated or not.
Yeah.
And on Big Brother, that's just such a mind game. I mean, it sounds awesome and you can't complain being on it, but I would rather do Survivor or The Amazing Race.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to do Big Brother.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I originally auditioned for. And that's how
Yeah.
they found me for the race. So then I seen Jeff and Jackie on there. I was like, oh man, I was jealous. I was very jealous. And I told Jackie that when we talked to her on the podcast. But yeah, Big Brother is one that I've always wanted to do and try. And like, just the social game seems so interesting to me. And like I couldn't imagine how close they are. You know, we're on the race, we're racing around, and we're very close. But living in a house with 16 people for 90 days is, you have to have bonds like brothers in that.
Well, I think it could either go either way, though.
Well, yeah.
You know, Jeff, when we see Jeff, he's really into only hanging out with his Big Brother people. We saw him in Florida, and he didn't even care to hang out with the racers. But Jackie, at the Big Brother finale, she didn't care about hanging out with the Big Brother people. She's like, my race family, you're my number one. Like, you know what I mean? It's where she came from, which is really cool. And that's why I like Jackie so much, and I respect her. I love Jeff as well. But, like, you know, she's not trying to be anyone that she's not.
Yeah.
And, you know, on the race, it was like, I think she wanted to be like she's sexy, she's gorgeous, she's the biggest showgirl. But on Big Brother, she was a really great role model. Like, she was
I agree.
true, she wasn't fake, she played a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It's classy.
And, like, you know what I mean? And she would go up against big people and didn't care. She wouldn't lie to their face. She was honest about who she was.
Yeah, I was really surprised with her gameplay. Like, when Jeff was there and Jeff was playing really hard, I was impressed by that, and Jackie was kind of sitting back being quiet, and I was like, what's going on here? Does Jackie know what she's doing? And then as soon as Jeff was out, then she just came out of the gate and started playing Big Brother, and I was like, I was impressed.
We didn't really get to know Jeff and Jackie that much on the race, like maybe a couple conversations here or there. But like, just seeing her on Big Brother, I had a whole new respect for her. Like, I thought she was awesome.
Well, our whole thing was that we left our passports in the car that they got.
Oh, yeah.
So before, like, the whole time they told us, even after, like, we came back to LA, they were like, oh, we didn't see your passports, And then Jackie called me before the episode aired, and she said, you know, I want to be honest with you, we saw your passports. We did not touch them because that's against the rules, but we did see your passports. And it's like, that's the game. I have no ill will towards her. It's totally fine.
No.
Hal and I would have done the same exact thing.
I would have done the same thing to any of
For
you.
sure. I probably would have thrown it out the window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, well, you're actually really nice because you just put it underneath the seat, you know? So I love them both, and I think they did a great job on Big Brother.
Yeah, that was awesome to see. And
Yeah.
when we got to talk with Jackie, I was bothering her with Big Brother questions left and right because I'm such a fan of the show, but it was awesome.
When she got on the show, I thought of you. I was like, oh my, like, you have to get on Big Brother. You would win. Like, I would put $1 million on that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, because you're so likable that you would go really far in the game, but then you would also play a very smart game, and you would do well in the challenges. So I just feel like you would be a triple threat.
Oh, thank you. I mean, well, if anybody's listening from CBS, any casting directors,
Do it. Let's get Mike on.
let's do Big Brother.
Perfect.
That would be awesome. Well, we'll see. If it doesn't come, I mean, at least we got The Amazing Race, and that was, as we've said multiple times, life-changing, and it was crazy. Like, and it's all there. We can go watch it on the CBS app and relive it every single day if we want.
Really rewatch it. I don't know. Like, can you guys?
We've watched a couple.
Watch a couple of, like, when we have nothing on TV, we don't know what to watch. I'm like,
Let's watch ourselves.
Yeah.
But you guys were on it together, which is cute. Like, as I watch it, I don't know. Like, a part of me, I loved it so much, but it is a hard thing to rewatch in a weird way.
You didn't cry every episode. Trust me, it's a lot harder for me.
I don't know how. I have no idea how I didn't cry. I was thinking about, like, this season when I watched people cry, I was like, dude, I was with someone I did not freaking know. Like, it was so stressful. Like, I have no idea how I didn't cry.
Hey.
I think if I was there with a boyfriend, I would have cried like 100 times.
Yeah.
Because you're more comfortable and like, like, I don't know you.
Who are you? Oh, man. The dog's going crazy again.
Well, thank you so much
Jeez.
for joining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you for having me. This was so fun to catch up with you guys. I can't wait till we do our little dance
Oh, yeah.
at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to plug or talk about before we sign off? What are you doing? Anything special?
I mean, the only thing I do is I go to work and
Alright.
then I mean, it's no, I guess just for people to follow me on Instagram at LP Bunny.
LP Bunny.
LP Bunny.
Well,
I'm not a DJ right now, or else I would say, come see one of my DJ sets, but
oh,
Well,
yeah.
actually, we should probably
these are
go-
not DJ scribble hands.
we should probably
Yeah.
go over this story of how you were named LP Funny before we leave, because it was one of my favorite stories.
To be honest with you, I might.
You made it up?
I don't know. I don't. Wait, what?
Breaking
Your DJ
news.
classes. Did you really take well?
Oh yeah, that was probably just like I say things sometimes just like people. The way that I was named LP Bunny is that in high school my nickname was P Bunny.
Oh, okay.
And then so later I was like, it kind of sounds like Playboy Bunny. I don't really want that, so I changed it to LP Bunny. And then I wanted to be a DJ. It was like a life goal of mine. I love Avicii. I love dance music. I love dancing. So like I took DJ classes and I was gonna be DJ LP Bunny, but I stopped because I'm kind of hearing impaired. I was hearing impaired when I was a baby, and so like I can't get it down. So yeah, so I had to give up my career as a DJ.
Well, hey.
Wait, is that what I told you? Is that the
Yeah,
story?
that is the story. I think I missed the first part, but the DJ classes is where we
Was this something I told you in Africa?
Africa. Yep.
Yeah, remember that I was just being really silly in the airport so I don't even know what else I said. So.
Hey, well, it works.
Well, we will see you in February, and thank you so
Can't
much
wait.
for joining us.
Yeah.
Yes, guys.
All right, and thanks everybody for tuning in to the Pit Stop with Team Truck Stop Love. Please subscribe to On the Block Network. There are podcasts from Spencer and McCrae from Big Brother and Max Dawson from Survivor. So you get a lot of greatness in podcast throughout the week. So yeah, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, Laura. Goodbye, Rochelle, even though you're upstairs. Goodbye, everybody, and thank you. Good night.